Hey everybody, this is Chris Yarrington coming to you with another Mindful Monday. Super excited to be here because today we're talking about goals. One of my favorite things to talk about. There's so much that we could go into about goals, but I want to keep it simple. And so I've got two things. The first one is that if you have a goal, the key to writing a good goal and to making your goal become a reality is not letting your goal sit up here in your head. A lot of times people say they have goals. When you have your goal up here in your head, what you have is an idea. You have a belief. You know, you have something in your mind that you think can happen. But you don't have 100% buy-in. And so the most powerful thing that you can do is you can take, and I'm not kidding, I'm going to bring one out right now, a permanent marker. Okay, I'm using a Sharpie, but a permanent marker, and you can write your goal down. And when you do that, there's a few things that are happening. Number one, you're making a kinesthetic connection to the goal that you're writing. Okay, you are connecting to writing it down. And when you write it down, it's something that you're going to remember doing. It's something that you are going to think about that you have done. And it's something that you're going to be way more connected to because you turn it from imaginary and mental into physical by writing it down. The second thing is that you write it down in permanent marker because you don't want to write down a goal in something you can erase. Erasable pen or a pencil, that's not commitment. Write down your goal in something that cannot be erased. Why? Because you're saying that your goal is not going to change. That you're committed to your goal, that your goal is your dream that you're going to accomplish. And it doesn't matter what happens, what gets in your way. You wrote it down, and you wrote it down in permanent marker. All right? And the third part of that is also going to be taking that goal that you wrote down in permanent marker and putting it somewhere that you can see it every day. Why? Because every day that you wake up, every time that you walk past that goal, you see that goal, it's a reminder of why you are working so hard or what you are doing is applying to that goal. All right? If you come home and you're like, man, I'm really tired, I had a long day at work, and your goal is a fitness goal and you haven't worked out that day, and your goal is to work out every single weekday after work, you come down, you sit down on the couch, and directly across from you is a little sticker that says, work out every day after work, and that's your goal. When you see that sticker, that's like looking at yourself in the mirror and telling yourself, are you going to stick to what you said you were going to do, or are you going to sit down on the couch and watch TV? And that little bit of integrity, that little check-in that you put out there, that is going to drive you to get off your butt, go get changed, go downstairs and work out. Why? Because you're reminding yourself of your goal that you had and whatever is behind it that's driving you. All right, so a powerful thing. Write down your goal in permanent marker, get it on somewhere where you can see it every day and turn it into reality, into a physical, actual being. The second thing that I wanted to talk to you about today in terms of goals is there's so much that I can say. I already said that. So I want to suggest a book. All right? The 12-week year. Okay? And the reason that I'm going to pick this book specifically is, one, it takes you through goal setting exercises. It gives you a step-by-step, a play-by-play for you to set up your goals and for you to make a plan on how you're going to accomplish your goals. Something I wish we could do right here, right now, but since we can't, this book is one that will really help you set that up. The other thing, 12-week year. Why? Why is 12-week important? You're cutting your year into quarters. All right? And most people, they do not fulfill their potential for a year because just like anybody else, you are going to interact with the year with the sense that you can have more time. Maybe you set a goal, New Year's. right? It's the new year. You have all of your different goals that you set for the new year. For 2020, I'm going to do blank. For 2021, I'm going to do blank, right? You have an entire year. And just like most people, either you'll start it and then you'll slow down because you got so much time and you're like, okay, I'm going to pump the brakes. I don't want to overwhelm myself or get too far ahead of myself. And then I'll pick it up at the end of the year. We just wasted 6 months in the middle, something like that, where we're not actively working on our goal. The other type of people, they're going to wait, and then pick it up towards the end of the year when they're like, oh shoot, I'm running out of time. I got to reach my goal. And then they kick it into overdrive. All right. Other people might get started and then put her out and maybe lose sight of their goals, get less inspired. And, before they know it, the end of the year comes and they never really finished or capitalized on their goals. And there's an issue there. There's an issue where you get stuck with some way you're wasting time. But if we cut the year into quarters, the book talks all about this. If we cut it into quarters, we take away that want, or we take away that probability that we're going to waste that much time. We can get 4 times as much stuff done if we give ourselves those deadlines and we compress it into a quarter of the year. And most goals that we put out there, we can accomplish, and it only takes about 3 months work for us to accomplish them, because we always think of this aspect of what can I do? I'm going to do it in a year. And a lot of the time, we don't really need a year to complete that. A lot of the time, we only need a few months. So this idea of the 12-week year, it gives you sprints. It gives you the opportunity to capitalize on the time that you have to reach the goal without wasting a lot of the time in the middle or at the beginning or at the end where you're not as enthusiastic about your goal. It cuts a lot of the slack out. And so that's why I think this book is super important. So here you go, 12-week year, Brian P. Moore. And it's a great book. Think that if you're really struggling with goals or you notice that you're not just reaching the potential that you want to hit, read that book. Tell me what you think. We can synergize about it if you want, but it's a great read, super light, really impactful. I think it can change your life. So hopefully you like this today. Hopefully you can set up your goals and get things rolling, and challenge your potential, get yourself to where you want to be. All right. Have a great rest of your day. See you at the end of the week for Fitness Fridays, and have a good one. Bye for now.